Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play The Witcher 3 Blood of Wine DLC. We have arrived in Toussaint, where everything is bright and colorful apparently. And before I continue my investigation into the killings, I think I want to have a closer look at the inn here. For example, I have not yet talked to the innkeeper, and apparently I have not properly looted the place either. So I'll take all of this, and now let's talk to the guy. Hair pâté recipe. Well, I'm pretty sure this is a riveting read, but probably not relevant at the moment.
Normally I'd encourage you to try our famed fisherman's chowder, but alas, we are all out of crayfish.
So I heard.
Could replace them with something else. Perch, for example.
Replace crayfish with fish? I beg you. What next? Vinegar for wine? Parsley for thyme? Huh? Your Nordlings are a pleasant lot, but about cuisine you know nothing.
Okay, I'm sorry if I insulted your most sacred traditions or whatever. So, heard any rumors?
Got any gossip? Fishermen talking about anything interesting?
Yes, about a Nordling who would replace crayfish with pike.
Asked a serious question.
And a tactless one. I do not eavesdrop on my clients, and I certainly don't repeat anything I chance to hear.
Okay. Well, I thought maybe there's some news that is not classified or sensitive. But yeah, show me what you got.
Show me what you got in stock.
Well, he has a bunch of food. Fish tart, camembert, chocolate souffle. That's definitely some new food too. But chicken liver pâté. Well, presumably the pâté in here is really good, but I don't really need any food. I think I'm fine on the alcohol too. Maybe I'll just sell you some stuff. I don't really need any of that. Alright. That's okay. And yeah, you play Gwent? Oh, well, apparently the people around here like to wager a lot.
Not likely to taste your famous fisherman's chowder, so maybe we could play some Gwent.
Okay, apparently that language is universal. Okay, let's do this. Oh, he's playing a Skellige deck. That is new. I have not seen that before, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a good deck to use against it. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, what does your leader do? Shuffles all cards from each player's graveyard back into their decks. That is an interesting card. Okay, let's see what you got. And we have some new Gwent music too. Okay, well this is pretty common card. And you are passing already. Okay. Well, in that case I will take a few more spies, and well, I mean I could easily win this round. But what card do I want to use for it? Do I really need all those decoys? I mean, I suppose I could play like one of these cards and then take back him. I don't know. And I still win the round, huh? Okay. I still haven't seen any Skellige cards so far. Okay, long ships. And the long ships muster more ships. Makes sense. And he's playing the usual hero cards as well. Oh, Ceres. Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of new cards. Ooh, ooh. Ceres summoning them shield maidens, right? Yeah, shield maidens. Well, I have a good card against that though. Well, I can revive that one if I have to. Berserker. What does a berserker do? Transforms into a bear when a Mardrome card is on its row. Huh. No, does he have a Mardrome card? He does. So how does this look like? Ooh, well, that is actually quite impressive. I mean, I can bring back the Villain Chattermers once more, right? Let's do it. And he's passing. Okay, so I can just take this round too, and I win.
Thought I knew them all. Guess I was wrong. Must be a one-off. Message on the back, signed by a certain Count Monnier. Invitation to a tournament. Interesting.
Okay, so apparently I will have to play more Gwent, but I mean I got a new card, and it's a Skellige card. Yeah, look at that. Apparently I can collect Skellige cards as well now. Well, I can use all the common neutral cards, obviously. But that won't be enough for a full deck, I guess. So let's see that we can find more of these cards, huh? Alright, let me have a quick look around this place and then I will check out the notice board.
Excuse me.
Where does this lead, by the way?
Where are your manners?
I'm sorry. This is a very tight space and it's very hard to navigate without running into people. Alright. But it is just a little side room apparently. Oh! Was this here before? I don't remember seeing this. Information for tournament participants. Dear fellow Gwent lovers, allow me to present myself, Count Monnier, the organizer of this Gwent tournament. As you most probably know, I have introduced a new faction to our beloved game, Skellige. I am convinced the step shall add variety to our pastime, further perfecting its perfection. I shall be delighted if you choose to play this faction during our event. Good luck and good Gwent to you all. Okay, I will totally collect this deck and then I will come and use it during your tournament. Apparently the book has respawned. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, let's go and read the notice board over here. So, what do we got here? Herbs for embarrassing afflictions. Of late, as is often the case during tourney season, the incidence of disease afflicting the nether regions has increased. I can offer an ointment that will soothe all such unfortunate itching. The innkeep. Well, my Garrett doesn't really need that because, as you know, he's a monk. Wanted the white wolf. Oh, that is very specific. The Witcher Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, is wanted to serve as a guide. His potential employee guarantees an ample wage for this unusual contract. For more information, he should go to Count Baladal's temporary base camp in Toussaint. Note: we kindly request all other persons not present themselves at said camp under the pretense of being Geralt of Rivia. Count Baladal was not born yesterday, and can easily tell who is a witcher and who is faking it. All those journeying to his camp in shabby costumes with wooden swords strapped to their backs can save themselves the trouble and turn back. Okay, but why does he want Geralt in particular? I mean, what's important about this contract that it has to be done by Geralt? Notice from the Ducal Camerlengo. Calling all knight-errants and other strongmen. The duchy needs you. Your aid is required. Bounteous rewards are in the offing. More details available at the Ducal Camerlengo's offices on Knight Dormant Square. Okay. Announcement from the Office of Internal Revenue of the Duchy of Toussaint. The Office of Internal Revenue hereby announces a limited live auction to be held regarding the sale of a piece of developed real estate and accompanying agricultural land located at the Caroberta Woods region, having been left to the ducal treasury by the late Count Crespi, who departed this world without any heirs. Due to the unique nature of the Bellegarde estate and its important role in the production of wine bringing great fame to the duchy in all corners of the world, only subjects of the Duchy of Toussaint shall be allowed to participate in the auction. Which means I can't enter anyway. To all knights errants and other such men of arms, be it known far and wide that the service of voluntary keepers of the peace shall be needed. Minor problems are expected to arise during the transfer of the above-mentioned real estate, and said problems, for the dissolution could require the application of direct physical force. All volunteers are asked to report to the field office of the Procurator General of Toussaint near Plaquemines Bridge, that is to say, to the place where the auction shall be held. They even read their contracts in a very roundabout way. But I mean, the bottom part may be of interest to me, right? Spot missing. My dog's gone missing. White with a black patch on his eye. Answers to Spot. That is, he comes running when I call him Spot. If you find Spot, bring him to the Cockatoos Inn. The innkeep knows me. Spot too. Okay, well, if I find the dog, I will let you know. Contract for a Witcher Witches caravan escort. To a Witcher or Witches, the Beauclair Coopers Guild is seeking an individual or individuals willing to escort a merchant convoy through an area threatened by the Great White Terror. More information can be obtained from Gaston Legaffe at the merchant's camp in the forest north of Coronata Vineyard. Morgan Pauline, Undersecretary for Threats and Risk Management, Beauclair Coopers Guild. That is a fancy title. Okay, this might be interesting for me as well.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff that might be useful to us. Yeah, at least 3 contracts. Okay, I'll take them all. Wine Wars. Let me have a look at my journal. Yeah, a bunch of secondary quests. This is a Gwent tournament, right? Oh, I see. 19 cards. Obtain a basic Skellige deck and collect all the cards. And, well, actually only one is a contract and the other classify as secondary quests. Okay, fair enough. But, like I said, I will stick to the main story for a while until I find a good point where I say, okay, now we can branch off a little bit and do some other stuff. So, now I need to go to Corvo Bianco, which probably translates to White Raven, and examine the body kept in its cellar. Where do I have to go for that? It's over here. So let me call my horse and we will
Faster.
seek out that place, and all sidetracking and exploration can
Go.
wait for another day. But yeah, this is a pretty place.
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry.
Oh! What is going on? Yeah, there's definitely... Ooh! Holy hell! Do you
Damn it.
need any
Kurt
help?
must still be here.
Okay. Well, someone made quick work of these people.
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like. Except for long fangs.
Okay.
Busted ribs. Blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred. By a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though. Or a Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be.
But why?
Killed with a single blow.
Why would a Bruxa be interested in some random murder victim and kill a bunch of other people to get
In
there?
the cellar. Gotta be.
Okay. Apparently I'm supposed to read the bestiary entry to prepare for the fight. Okay, let's do that. Bruxa is some sort of vampire. Oh, Goliath. That's not what I'm looking for. Bruxa! If you must travel through the woods, steer clear of any place where you can hear several different kinds of birds at once. That sound means you're entering a Bruxa's territory and can kiss your life farewell. Anonymous piece of advice. Fortunately for us all, Bruxa are rare creatures. Most live far from population centers, for they care greatly for their own safety and make their lairs in places where they cannot be taken by surprise. Those who decide to live near men avoid crowds and emerge from their shelters only at night. When they do, one could almost mistake them for delayed travelers hurrying towards the night's lodging, yet subtle details give them away. Their close ties to birds, their piercing voices, and the breathtaking speed of their movements. Bruxa are far swifter and stronger than men, but their greatest asset is their ability to turn invisible. Okay, well, that is an asset. Bruxa dart about with uncanny speed, and with their power of invisibility they can easily confuse opponents and attack unexpectedly or from behind. Thus, when fighting these vampires, the moon dust bomb is a great aid. While it cannot eliminate the vampire's invisibility altogether, it can make it easier to track its motions. A generous smearing of vampire oil is also effective. Bruxa use their sharp claws to attack and can easily break through an opponent's guard by buffeting him with a hail of blows from all directions. They will try to bite their prey and drink its blood once it is weakened, so every witcher who expects to encounter such a monster should swallow a black blood potion beforehand. Bruxa are also known for their sonic attacks, which knock down and stun their prey. Alright, so the usual stuff against vampires will work. I suppose I can already equip the moon dust. There we go. And the vampire oil as well, and the black blood I will use
Black blood and moon dust. Could be lifesavers.
when the fight is actually starting. But let me have a look at this stuff before I enter the cellar.
Revermuck carried the body in his cart.
Okay, so this is how they brought the body here.
Revermuck carried the body in his cart. Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart. Claw wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand.
Yeah, but I mean, we have already established that it's a Bruxa. Oh, people are
Footprints.
still dying.
Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs, broke his neck.
So, yeah, let me just follow the footsteps.
Hurled against the wall with great force. Took a lot of strength to batter this down. Used this to batter down the grate.
This is a human being. Okay, someone is very, very intent to get to the corpse.
You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
Oh well, apparently I am.
I cannot let you leave.
Well, then we will fight. Let me equip the moon dust and throw it at her. There we go. Oh, and she can jump very high too. Hang on a second, let me retreat for a moment. Yep, she's still invisible, but you can sort of see her shape anyway. That's good to know. And I don't think I need the black blood. I mean, the fight is going well enough, such as it is. There we go. Well,
All these men to get to
she
the
died
body.
dramatically.
What was she doing at the table, though?
Let us find out. And another greater mutagen. Not that I really need them anymore, but apparently I can later find that Professor Moreau, and maybe I will make use of the mutagens then. Okay, let me investigate the corpse.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Okay, let's examine it.
Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
You mean this is some sort of message? Some symbolic act? I see. Let's examine the chest.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this.
And what about the hand?
Third hand. A spare. Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
You really want to take the hand with you? The hand that's not quite dead. Okay, well, I guess that's all I can examine.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, how it shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Okay, so I need to find Palmerin and ask him to take you to the Duchess. Well, I'm sure that's going to be interesting. Let me have a quick look around the place and then we're going to leave again. This is where I came from, but what's going on in those other rooms? Nothing at all. Alright, well, where would I find Palmerin? So he's over here. Well, it's not too far away, so should be able to reach him. Within this episode, probably. And I guess I pick up some of the loot, but I mean, if I want to loot the rest of this place, I can come back later, I suppose. Let's just follow up on the main story for now. And let's find this Palmerin guy. Oh, I need to go up here? Well, maybe I should just go on foot. This doesn't look like a good road for a horse. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, is this the Tawny? I mean, this looks like it could be an arena, right? I see. Yeah, it's probably an arena.
Escape the fight. The giant belched forth a roar so horrid it shook all the bones of the trees. To halt the millstone of the knights.
Oh my!
But virtue always trumps villainy. His friends at his side. He owned best of Goliath and restored peace to the lands.
Well, to be honest, it was mostly me, I believe.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerin, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always, but it's worth being good. Whew. Well, I think at some point these kids are going to grow up and they will probably notice that the first one is not really true. So let's just be straightforward from the start.
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, you can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
That's a nice message, Garrett.
Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
What
Someone's
is
gonna
that?
fight a Shaelmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Yeah, is this really necessary? I mean, if you want to fight a beast, then do it on even terms and don't handicap it like that. And if you can't beat it without handicapping it, maybe you shouldn't be fighting it in the first place.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this.
Well, but apparently they'll do it anyway, so who will face a Shalmar?
Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's captor a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
So, since he couldn't slay the giant, he's not going to try to kill that beast. Alright, well, fair enough. Let's go and see the Duchess.
Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
If somebody's declaring his imminent victory, that can only go wrong, right?
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
What is that creature anyway? It looks like a giant armadillo.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Me too. This can roll. Well, are you sure you defeated it? No, you
Damn it.
didn't. I think this is a case for a professional. I think I need to handle this, huh? Yep. I totally need to handle this. I'm sorry
We
to
have to help
be
him.
stealing your kill once again, but I don't think you will do it on your own. Alright, well, now we're fighting this thing. Do I have a codex entry on it already? That would be helpful. No. Those I met last episode. There we go. A Shalmar. The earth innards are home to mighty and strange fearsome beasts. Were they ever to decide to ramble up to the surface, we'd all be gutted the very first day of invasion. Ramos Vandenrads Mahakam Forman. Shalmar spent most of their lives deep underground, having no contact with the world up above. At times, however, a Shalmar will dig its way to the surface and devour any man within its reach. Some Shalmar also burrow tunnels close to the surface, collapsing buildings and causing tremors in the process. Since charmers are blind, they find their way by sensing vibrations and listening for sounds. Thus the best tactic when fighting such a monster is to hurl something heavy or noisy against a nearby boulder or wall, then pray silently that the beast will roll towards and knock itself out upon striking into the obstacle. Okay, well, that is a new tactic. I am going to use some oil. I need relic oil for that. Where's the relic oil? There we go. Okay, and now I need to make it knock, hit a wall, right?
And down came the Witcher in one mighty bound to give fight to the beast. Its plans
Let's see.
confound. The flight of the beast that
Yeah, I can probably not do much against its outer shell, huh? Especially when it's rolling around like that. Alright, let's see. And I need to make sure it doesn't kill my friend over there. Yeah, that's not doing much good. Okay, how can I make you... What? What are you doing over there? Oh, well, careful, careful. It is throwing stones. And I'm just going to stay close to the walls. Maybe I can make it hit one of the walls. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted. This is very tricky. Come over here, come over here. Yeah, something like that. Yep, and now it's on its back and we can just finish it off. There we go.
The Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
And I saved the day once more.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Well, I can spare it, so why not?
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Well, it kinda was a bad idea though.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Alright, well, tell me about that contract.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.